Hello, my friends. Welcome back. How are you? I hope doing okay. Let's see what I'm up to today, shall we? So, I have this mold, and I purchased it last year. It says 2023, and I've made graduation pieces out of it. But it's useless to me because it's 2024. So, I'm trying to find a way to make a better mold that I don't spend that much money on because it's not going to be of any use to me in 2025. So I found this little thing on a necklace that's 2024, class of 2024, and I'm wondering if we can make a mold of it. I'm doing a voiceover for this video, you guys, and I don't like it. I don't like doing it. But it seems like Star Wars, Darth Vader, has invaded my craft room and is attacking things with his lightsaber, is what my mic appears to be sounding like lately. So I'm doing a voiceover, so just bear with me through this and we'll make it through. Here is the dish that I'm going to be making the mold in. Yeah, it is shaped like a sandwich. So we're going to have a sandwich mold. I have some mounting tape here, and it is pre-cut. And I'm going to try and get a piece of it off here. And you watch me unroll it thinking I'm going to get a piece off. But no, go back to the front and pull the tape off and get you a piece. There you go. So I put it on the back of our little 2024 here and stick it down in our sandwich. And that way it won't move. Now I've got my less resin silicone right here, and that's what I chose for this mold. I've put part A and B in the cup, and I'm going to stir it, making sure I scrape the sides of the cup really good and the bottom of the cup. I'm trying not to stir too fast so that I don't incorporate bubbles into the silicone. Just a stirring. Just a stirring. This is so weird, you guys, doing a voiceover. I like to be in the moment doing my stuff. I don't like this right here. Okay, I'm cleaning my stick off. Where am I going to put it? Well, I'll just hold on to it. And I'm just going to pour in one side of the sandwich and let it move on through our piece. I have watched other videos and they say that's the best way to do it. I don't know if they are correct, but it's worked for me in the past, so why not continue to do it? I'm going to scrape my cup out and make sure I get all that silicone out. I'm going to go back in for some more. And I think I might be done. Nope. Now I am. No telling what I'm saying right there. Okay, it's probably saying I'll see you back when this cures. Yep, I had it right. Okay, now our piece is ready to take out of our sandwich. I think I might be saying something along the lines of, if this doesn't turn out, I'm still going to share it with you all because I'm not perfect and I'm going to share my flaws and all. And I'm just taking this little tool and trying to get the edges away from the plastic sandwich or the piece of bread. I think this is where I might get it lifted and out. Yes. Here we go. And bam. I didn't know it was going to do that. I thought it would. I didn't think it was going to be this much cleanup. But I'm not a mold maker, so what do I know? So I'm going to have to get my little Cricut blade and go around the edges. And it's going to make a very ugly mold. But still usable. And it takes me a minute to get all of the silicone cut away from the piece. So how is the weather where everyone's at? Why don't everyone in the comments let me know where each of you are from? I don't know where everyone's from. So yeah, we can take this moment to, while I'm cutting this silicone away, just type in the comment section where you're from. And for those of you who don't know where I'm from Texas. I was born and raised in Mississippi. I met my husband and we moved to his hometown, which is Texas. And I've been here for 13, 14 years now. Okay, so I've got a little bit left to do. I'm trying to feel around and see where I need to cut at. Okay, I'm almost there, it looks like. I don't like fast forwarding through my videos because I feel that the viewer should have that option. I may fast forward through something that you may want to see. So that's why I don't do it. I leave that totally up to you all. So I'm getting the keychain part up here, the little ring that you put your keychain on. That's the part I'm cleaning up now, and I think I may be through after this. Sorry, you guys, it's not much fun watching this part. And now I'm ready to pull it out. Yay! And now we have a mold. I still have, you know, it's not perfect. I still have a little bit of cleanup to do in there, but not too shabby for a person that doesn't make molds. And here's where the keychain part goes. I still have some cleanup to do around in there, but it just for personal use, it's great. I'm very pleased with how it turned out. I don't know what I'm saying here. I have a mess to clean up. I'm going to save these though, because you can add it to your mold, another mold. Okay, here I'm going to take the UV resin that I used in my last video. That's like the diamond dust. And I'm going to put it in the class of, and the 2024. I'm not trying to be real detailish in this, because this is just a practice piece here to see if my casting comes out perfect. So I'm just playing around here. I'm not trying to make it, you know, real pretty or fancy or anything. That's not what I'm going for here. I just want to make sure the mold is going to give me a perfect casting, because I wouldn't want to sell anything other than perfect. And I love selling these keychains and graduation pieces. So I'm just going around in the class of, making sure I have enough UV resin in each letter. I don't know if y'all can hear that chicken crowing, but I think he's supposed to be doing that in the morning. Oh, he got turned around. Maybe the eclipse got him all messed up. Poor thing. So I'm going to take this little tool right here and spread the UV resin around and make sure it's in all the areas it should be. And I make sure that I have enough in each letter. Because if I don't have enough, then when I use my UV resin light on it, it's going to shrink and there won't be enough in there. So I'm making sure that I have enough in each letter. Now I'm going to get my UV light and cure it. That was fast. And I'm just going to show you that it's cured. And now I'm going to get it and do the 2024. I don't know what I'm saying right there. Chatty catty. I don't know how people do these voiceovers. Man, my hat is off to them, because it is, I cannot do it. My hand will be doing something totally different from what I'm saying. I'll tell you who's good at it though. Claire's Crafty Corner. She is so good at that. I messed up in there and I took my little micro brush and cleaned it up. And now I'm doing the last little number in there, and then we can move on from here, you guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me through this part. And you can always fast forward it if you would like. I messed up again. I'm going in to clean it up with my micro brush. I get these off of Temu, and I love them. They definitely get in those tiny areas that a Q-tip or something else will not. I guess I missed a spot, so I'm going in to fix it. Now I'm going to get my UV resin light, probably. Nope, I gotta clean up something else. Now I'll probably get my UV light and cure it, and then we'll be moving on from here. Thank God. And I'm going to show you how it looks. And these are my cups, and I'm just reusing them. The stuff in the bottom is cured, so it's not going to affect what we're going to put in there. I'm trying to save on my plastic use. And this is Pearl X black mica, and this is Pearl X, I'm not sure on the color here, but I do pull it up, something violet. I'll have to I'll put it in my description box. And here's what I do all the time with my mica powder. I put a little bit of resin inside the cup, and then I stir the little bit of resin up, which I'm going to be reaching for my mask in a few seconds because I forgot to put it on. And there I go getting it. Because when you dig around in those mica bottles, it's very, very fine dust flies up. And I don't want to breathe that in. I'm not sure if it's safe, and I'm not going to take anyone else's word for it. This is my lungs, and I need to be careful. And I hope you all are as well, if you mess around with resin or anything like that. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Okay, I'm closing these up, and then I'm going to take the mask off, and then I will divide out the resin into each of these cups, which I made way too much for this, but I ended up using it in another mold, and I don't really like to do that. I'm more one to make less amounts and have to go make more than have any leftovers. I'm making sure I get the sides of the cup and the bottom of the cup really good. Getting that mica stirred up real good in there. And I'm just scraping my cup out. Now this last little scrape that I make, I don't put in my cup. I put it on the side of the trash can because all that whipping, man, I couldn't imagine the bubbles in my cup. So I'm going to mix the purple up, getting the sides of the cup, and the bottom of the cup. I'm spritzing the mold with some alcohol to help with the bubbles. And I had a little bit too much, so I'm cleaning it out of there. And now I'm just going to go in. The hat is black, so I'm trying to get that area, which it's not a big deal. I'm not trying to be real particular here. This is just a test piece. But I will tell you, I put this on my heat mat to cure, and probably about 30 minutes into it, 2 of my letters started floating. The UV resin that I put in there, I've never had that happen before. But yeah, 2 of them started floating up, and I had to take a stick and poke them back down probably about 3 different times until they actually stayed. I'm deciding right here if I have enough resin in there. I actually poured too much. And you'll see me take some Q-tips at some point and dish some of it out of there. It was the quickest thing I grabbed. Probably not the smartest, but it was definitely the quickest. And there's where I'm deciding that I poured too much. So I reach over and I grab those real quick. And then I'm going to take my heat gun and move the resin around a little bit. Get in the corners and the edges. And those blue pieces that you see sticking up from the mold, those are areas that were meant to be a hole in them. That area wasn't intended for any resin to go. Now I spritz it with some alcohol, and then I'm going to put it on my heat mat. And now I'm back, and it is still warm and very bendy, but we're going to go ahead and demold it. I just wanted to tell you that in case you see it very bendy, which it is. But it's ready to come out of the mold. It could have stayed in a little bit longer, but it's no biggie. It won't affect it. And there it is. I have a little bit of cleanup to do on it, which is not too bad. I'm very pleased with it, actually. And all of this is due to me pouring a little bit too much resin in there. If I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have all this cleanup to do. But I'll know next time. And I still have a little bit of cleanup to do in the mold as well. I don't make y'all watch all of this, so be patient. I eventually pause it and finish cleaning it up. I should have let it cure a little bit longer, because it wasn't easy taking that that Cricut tool through there, the blade through there. It was just still too soft. It didn't want to work right. It didn't want to come off of there for me, and that's why I ended up using the scissors quite a bit. But I just wanted to get it cleaned up and let you guys see that it really did work. I just poured too much resin in the mold, and it made me have a lot of cleanup to do. I'm not sure when I pause it, you guys. I'm sorry. You can just fast forward through this if you'd like. I know at some point I do. Just not sure when. Good Lord. Oh, goodness. Girl, would you hit the pause button? Thank you. There we go. Finally. I could have did that a long time ago. And I was showing you in here where I needed to do some cleanup of the mold. Okay, and here is where I tell you all that I'm going to make rear view mirror pieces out of these too, to hang. You know how some students will put the 2024 from their rear view mirror? And I use the Better Boat epoxy for that, because this epoxy right here, it can withstand high heat. So it won't affect the pieces if you put them in a car. Or a piece like this, it wouldn't. and I've never had problems with it before. And here I show you how to strengthen your area where it goes on your keychain. I take one of these rings right here, and they're tiny keychains is what they are. You can actually put a key on it or something. And I take it and I put it up here in the area, and it strengthens it. And then you go ahead and fill it with your epoxy or whatnot. And it just makes it extra secure. And then here I'm showing you when I went and got this piece out of the store. It was a Dollar Tree I got this from. They had these diamonds there. And I thought they were only $3. And they're fillers, mini diamond fillers. And I thought, I wonder if they would fit in the area of the 2024 on the keychain. So I'm going to pick out one of them here and show you what I was thinking in the store. That they would fit right in those grooves. And they do perfectly. So I could feel the whole 2024 up. And at every color here, it's got every color of these diamond fillers. They are super cute. And then here's where I show you that I blinged out the 4. And that's what I'm going to do with the whole 2024. Isn't that cute? Yay! For those of you who stayed through the entire video, I have no words to express how grateful I am to have you here. I truly appreciate your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for allowing me to be part of it. I hope to see you in the next video. God bless you. Bye-bye, my friends.